Dylan, you're watching Tone Deaf. I'm sitting here with Fergus and Alex from Kingswood. How you going, guys?
Excellent.
Great.
And so you're on your tour at the moment. You're celebrating the release of your new single, Ohio. How's that been going so far?
Really great. We just did 4 shows in New South Wales and lots of people came to see us and we had a ball. It was great fun.
We actually had a ball with us that we played with amidst shows.
Like a beach ball or something?
No, it's a sporting high balance ball.
We have multiple balls.
Oh.
You always need stuff to keep you entertained on the road.
Definitely. And so you're Melbourne boys. How does it feel to get to like an extra show booked at the Corner Hotel?
Really great. We didn't even think we'd sell one, and we thought it was quite bold to do that.
One ticket.
So one ticket, and then we did, and then that one's gone. So we're doing a second one, and we're very pleased with everyone.
It can't come as that much of a surprise that you got 2 shows at the Corner, because I mean
Seriously,
you had a massive 2012, like playing Splendor after winning
but that doesn't matter.
thing.
We just didn't realise that that many people wanted to see us, and yeah.
We did have a big 12, but it still doesn't translate to the idea that you just immediately assume people are going to go and watch your shows and stuff. Being a rock and roll band, unfortunately these days
I don't know.
Isn't that
Come
cool?
back.
Well, you guys are probably like one
It
of the
can
only...
be cool. It can be very cool. It can also be the most horrid shit that's ever existed on the
Well, that's the
fucking
problem.
world. In the world.
That's the problem.
On the planet.
There's a lot of people making us look bad.
Like?
No.
Look at this shirt!
You know who they
What
are.
do you mean?
That's rock and roll, purple.
It is.
It's a lovely tassel.
Thanks.
Sweet. So maybe if you had to pick one of your biggest moment from 2012 between, Splendor, going to Afghanistan, all of that, what would you say is number one?
Well, Splendor by far was the most exciting / biggest thing that's ever, from a level from where we were rehearsing in where were we rehearsing in Glen Huntly Road, Caulfield Music Centre, in this shitty little room. It smelled like arse, and we got a call, and then the next week we were playing Splendor. We were like, what? And so that has got to be
Splendor
the biggest shock to the system as far as.
Yeah, but then we played other festivals that were, and we played better time slots and to more people, and they were amazing, I guess. But I guess
I'm not sure we've ever played with more people than Splendor.
Yeah, we have.
Tell me when.
Pineapple Be Day Out.
No.
Groove and Moo.
No.
I reckon it was.
Debatable.
All right.
Next question. And you've recently released a video clip. It's not even a video clip. It's like a little short film.
It's
a movie.
It's a piece of magnificence.
Yeah. And how was filming that? And why did you decide to go against, just a little video clip? Why did you go?
We just
so
got
over
really
the top?
excited, and because we can, we just we had this idea for a video clip, and then
Ferg and I had this really long drive back from a gig in Newcastle, and I think the other 2 were asleep. So we were obviously trying to stay awake so we don't die. And to do that, we always talk about absolute rubbish, which we try and complete. Set a rubbish task in your life and then try and complete it. It's actually
that's how we came up with the She's My clip
it's
as well.
it's the most
That should be
fun
your motto,
you can do.
like,
So,
as a band.
well, imagine, and just went beyond all imagination to come up with the idea. I can't stop looking out this window. It's amazing. The views are spectacular. We sort of came up with the most ridiculous concept we could, and then said, let's do it. And then there's also, not only is Fergus's answer correct in that we can, but we really enjoy when people say we can't, and then do everything in our power.
Which everyone did, including our management and everyone.
Everybody. Even people in the band, guys in the band were like, we should wait when we have more money. And I'm like, we don't need money. We can do it without money. Just
Anyway, we made it
persist.
work, and it was great. And we had a lot of fun shooting it. It was like 5 days. We did 4 days, and then we didn't really get it all finished. And we were like, oh, that might be alright. And then
We'd come so far, we're like, we cannot stop it.
so we went all the way back up to Sydney and did a whole other day and rehired everyone.
Got some more fake blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
and
did,
the
actually.
armourer
fake
was
blood.
great. The guy who supplied all the blanks.
John
and everything
Leffler.
like that.
His name's John Leffler.
He was crazy.
Also, there were actually not sound effects and stuff.
Dude,
No,
everyone
it was
died
all-
as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
He
for
said-
real.
he
We
actu-
had like first aid. On
We
it.
shot like blanks and everything. He said I haven't used this much ammo since The Matrix.
He did the Matrix.
Yeah.
John Leffler. Google the guy.
I don't know if that's
He's
true.
amazing. He
Matrix
did.
Revelations.
He armored the.
No, I know he said that, but I don't know if we.
He was
shot, well, I think
definitely
he-
speaking the truth. He had nothing to do with making us feel good at all. Everything that came out of his mouth.
He actually gets a hand cameo.
He has a hand cameo.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
It's
Yeah.
Beaker from Sticky Fingers' hand. in
Once
one
he
of the
finally
shots.
loads his gun, he takes 3 shots, and the third shot, if you watch the zoom,
It's
in,
an old man's
it's
hand.
It's an older
Yeah.
man's hand. Yeah. Thanks, John. You were great.
Made
Still
the
around.
it made it.
But
just
the
that one
funny thing
frame.
about John is that he has like, he's like raced in Formula Ford and stuff around the world and won championships. He's like done stunt driving and stunts in movies since like, I can't remember when. He was telling us the dates like ages ago. And then he was a mechanic, and then he did this, and then he was an armourer and whatever. And he's done so many stunts that he's got like, I can't remember if he has a cyst on his thumbs or if he has cysts on his thumbs or broken thumbs. So he'd pull out these huge guns and be like, oh, like try and get bullets in him, but his thumb, he's like, oh, can you just
Load
hold
'em,
this?
yeah.
And he's like, you're like, what is this? What's going on? There's like so many guns in this place,
Yeah.
and this guy's like, oh, can you just load them and hold this, and like moving parts, and people were getting like their hands jammed in like the Berettas, and when they cock back and stuff, you
And
gotta
then
be
they wouldn't
careful.
go off, and yeah, it was pretty funny.
One of the Glocks like got caught
Fizzled
and
out.
bent in like halfway through it. It was and you can't have like blanks just sitting in a chamber. It's really dangerous because you can kill someone with a blank. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
shoot someone like that with a blank, then it's bad.
Yeah.
But like
Very
my
bad.
one didn't go off once, and if it goes off, it can go off a bit later.
Yeah, because the primer starts, but then it's like. Because
Yeah.
apparently people have gone, oh, my gun didn't go off.
So it
Yeah,
goes, so it
yeah.
goes click, and then you're just like, it's not going off. It's not going off.
Damn it!
Ah!
It's like a live grenade. Or
Yeah,
Seriously.
and he'll come and like take it from you, and yeah,
He'll take it. Yeah.
Gun is loaded.
yeah, we are live. Anyway,
And so, yeah, you, as I said, you had a massive 2012. You've also had a massive 2013 so far. What was it like touring with Aerosmith and then Grinspoon as well?
yeah,
Fuck.
people say that we did one show with Aerosmith.
Oh,
No,
come on.
that's a lie. We did tour with Aerosmith.
Yeah, that's right.
Back and chilling in the bus with Steve
Yeah,
and Joe.
that's it.
Just, hey, here, man, do you want a burger? Have some cash. That's not what happened at all.
They were great. We actually only met Steve, and the other guys were off meditating or something.
Yeah.
But
Joe was smoking cigars.
yeah. But no, that was pretty wild, and we came from Groove in the Mood to play that Rod Laver that night, so that was a pretty big day.
That was an epic day. Such a good day.
Yeah,
Such a good day. Steve walks in the room with his iPad. He goes, hey guys, you want to see a photo of me from last night? And then just showed us these
Yeah.
epic rod poses
Yeah.
that he was doing.
it's like she's so good at this photographer who was a babe.
Such a babe.
Yeah.
She's a really hot girl. And he was like they were trying to get her like to go on their tour with them or something. Go back to America with them.
Yeah.
I would have done it.
Yeah. Anyway, he was pretty
He's a
wild.
very cool
And
guy.
Aerosmith was great fun. We played to big crowds and had a ball. They were really nice dudes.
And so you guys are going to is it Tennessee to record that
Nashville.
album? Nashville.
Yeah, we are going to Nashville. It's very. It's probably, you know what you said. What's the biggest thing for us? We are so excited. I can't tell you how excited we
Yeah.
are about
Just
it.
doing our album, everything. Since we started the band, it's been about an album.
Yeah.
You know, like that's
Yeah.
the whole thing. You're not really a real band in my eyes unless you've like released a full album of, you know, saying this is your band.
Yeah.
Um,
Otherwise, what are you? Just a bunch of people that get in a room and make noise.
Yeah. A little bit more than that.
Really? Are we?
Mm.
That's what we do. We make noise.
But we don't just do it in a room.
We do it in public places.
But-
Yeah, Nashville. Just the concept of being able to having that opportunity, someone like that contact us and say, do you have a plan to do this project, which is record an album, and would you consider doing it here with me? And like, obviously that's, as Ferg stated, that's like one of our, it's the only sort of main objective we've had, like clearly after starting a band, is like you have to record something.
And we thought it would happen a long time ago, but it's just, you know.
Things have a weird course.
Yeah.
We were like, that was the first thing we were going to do.
I remember we did a 12-track recording in a day of
Like a pre-production thing.
yeah, we just did it. This is you know,
Like almost as soon as we started.
yeah, we just like Al had written a bunch of tunes and we just went in there and recorded them. And I remember listening to it in the car on the way back from the studio, going, "Fuck it, man, this is the album.
Yeah.
We can release this."
Yeah.
You know,
And it's horrible
so
shit.
Yeah.
It's terrible. So lucky we didn't. But like the other. Well, then there's the next step. It's like, well, okay, we're gonna get ready to do it last year, and then one particular song, "Yeah Go Die," kind of got some traction, and then we won Splendor, and then that sort of dictated the new sort of trajectory musically. So then it was like, no, forget all that other stuff, and let's keep going this way because it feels really good, and it was happening naturally anyway. So then. And then because that takes its course, and then all of a sudden you start touring and stuff on the back of that, you don't really, the focus shifts, and it's all about well now we have these opportunities to play around Australia, and that was another goal of ours, to travel and play music, and they presented themselves. So it's like, well, let's do that, and let's work on getting really really tight musically, you know. But now the time has come into the right junction where it's all about creating the first album now. And we feel probably and funnily enough, the timing is perfect because we're at a musical juncture where it makes a lot of sense.
yeah. And although we're on a tour at the moment, we're not doing many shows. We're spending as much time in our house getting thongs ready for the album.
Getting thongs ready for the album.
We love thongs, and the thongs are so great. If you became a solo artist and you had like a one-word name. There's a word for that. Mono something.
Monica?
No. Is it? Yeah, no, maybe.
No, there is a term.
It's like
for
Madonna and Britney. Oh, no, Britney's not.
Like
one.
monosyllabic.
No, that's,
Yeah.
Well,
Something.
there's
There's
an
a word.
actual,
It starts with mono.
there's an actual term, and they just
Anyway, what would
discussing
you call yourself?
battery.
Like the energy storing thing. Batteries run out. My solo name would be Andrew Stogdale.
That's 2 names.
Ah, they won't sell anyway.
That doesn't make any sense, and you're being rude.
We can edit that out.
Not only did you stuff up the joke, you just.
I thought it was a really good joke.
It's awkward, isn't it?
Just made an enemy with Andrew Stockdale.
Oh, we're from
Scariest guy in the
ago.
industry.
You need enemies, don't you? Really? Some people do. Have you got any enemies? Did you have an enemy in this?
You don't have any enemies.
No.
You're a very cool guy.
Mm.
Can we finish it on that note?
I have no enemies.
Then I'm a cool guy.
You are a very cool
You're a
guy.
very cool guy.
I ain't gonna be your